Hey everyone, welcome to Self-Help Tarot. My name is Kate. I hope you're having a great day today. It's been pretty cloudy here, which I'm loving because it's been so hot. And I'm excited to do a tarot reading for you today. I thought we could find out what our week has in store for us because it's just nice to know what's coming up, right? So let's go ahead and close our eyes and take a big deep breath. And on your out breath, you can open your eyes, and I want you to tell me which crystal do you resonate with the most, and that will determine what group you're in. So we have a FLUORITE, a LABRADORITE, and a SELENITE. And I decided to pick all crystals that have "ite" at the end, and they're all beautiful in their own way. Okay, so go ahead and choose which one, and the timestamps will be listed on the screen so you know which reading to go to. All right, so we will start with the FLUORITE group. We'll just set that over there. Okay, so we'll start with tarot. So tarot, what does the FLUORITE group need to know about their week? What does the FLUORITE group need to know about their week? What does the FLUORITE group need to know about their week? I'm going to go ahead and shuffle one more time. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut the deck. All right, we're going to pull 3 cards. Oh, interesting. Okay. So the first card we have here is the 7 of Cups. And this card really talks about how your dreams kind of impact you. So this week you might be kind of more in your thoughts, more kind of in your dreams, thinking about which option should I go with. There's so many things I could do. I have so many dreams. I've got so many thoughts about what I could do. And that can kind of get us confused and overwhelmed. And so I love this deck because look at these little ladders. I think that those little ladders kind of mean like let yourself climb out of that and ground into the present. To ground into the present moment and allow yourself to kind of settle down. It's all okay. None of it needs to be figured out right now. So that is what this card is saying. And I think too, I just want to point out this river or this water kind of flowing through, and that emotions really get in our way here. And the clouds even here, which are thoughts, like our thoughts get in the way and our fears get in the way, which is the snake. So really like just set it down. It doesn't need to be figured out today or even this week. All right, then the next card is the Magician. And if you see that, it was reversed though. And this card is really talking about spending some time connecting into your power. So connecting into the earth, into the heavens, into your higher self, and it's reversed. So this is a very personal, internal thing. This is not about talking about it with others. This is about spending time with yourself, really connecting in, allowing yourself to kind of see how powerful you really are and how you're able to move energy around, but you got to do it internally first. So that's going to be about connecting into those thoughts that really make you feel empowered and releasing the thoughts that really get you down. It's going to be about managing your emotions really well. It's going to be about connecting into your passions and what drives you, and also about what grounds you. So all the elements are represented. Okay, now the next card we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. See her? And this woman here is holding this pentacle, and she almost looks like she's kind of in a dream-like state. So somebody who has this energy is going to be very connected to Mother Earth. And this is going to be blocked this week. I think we're going to struggle with connecting into Mother Earth, connecting into our abundance, really being able to nurture through our gratitude. It's going to be a little bit stunted this week. And so to turn this card upright, which is always our goal, how do we connect in? How do we connect into nature? How do we connect into what we feel grateful for? And so we're going to want to drop the thoughts like, I don't have enough, I'm living in lack, I don't get my way. We want to drop those thoughts. We want to turn them around into thinking about, look at all the stuff that I have. Look at all the stuff that makes me feel so good about life and feel so abundant. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so let's go ahead and come to this deck. what I want to know here is, what is it that we can focus on this week? What can we focus on this week? What can we do? What can we focus on? That's all. That's what we want to know. All right, so I'm going to move that card around. Let's go ahead and cut it. All right, it says hold your vision. And so that's funny because this card is kind of about what vision are we taking. So this is the focus. Hold your vision. Look how pretty that card is. And I think that, you know, combined with this one here, is this one we're going to drop all the options. We're going to let it all go. We're going to let ourselves climb out of our emotional state, our thoughts that are getting in the way, and kind of let it go. Release it, because there's a vision there. You have a vision, and that's what you need to focus on. And this card is really blue and purple and this beautiful, vibrant color. And I think to really connect into what creates balance and harmony for you. What is your spiritual foundation? And then how does that create your vision, right? Okay, well, that's pretty cool. I like that one. Okay, let's go ahead and ask the angels next. Angels, what do you need to know, or what do they need to know about their week? What does the FLUORITE group need to know about their week? Okay, we'll go ahead and cut it. All right, it says opportunity to forgive. We pull this card a lot so far on this channel, and I think that that's just because it's important, right? How important it is to forgive. So let's read it. It says, this situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. So you can always ask the angels for help, and we can always forgive. And sometimes I think that this card is really talking about ourselves, forgiving ourselves. We here on this time, probably all time, but of course I'm only speaking of this time because this is what I know right now, is that we really struggle when we are mad at ourselves, when we hold ourselves down, when we're mad that we didn't follow through with something, or that we didn't show up for something, or that we aren't as good as we thought we should be, or our life isn't going the way we want, and we get really mean to ourselves. And so whenever this card comes up, I always think about that, about how do we have some balance and harmony inside of our thoughts, forgive ourselves for anything that we feel like we need to, that we can forgive, we can accept, we can love ourselves, and then we can do that for everybody else. Okay, let's go ahead and find out from the animals. What do the animals want you to know about your week? All right, animal spirits. What do we need to know about your week? What do we need to know about your week? Okay, we'll go ahead and cut it. Okay, it's the bee spirit, and it says sweet results await. And you know, that's so much fun. I think if you think about what bees do, they spend their time collecting all the pollen to go back to their hive. They work together, and the honey that they create gives them safety and security. It regulates the temperature in the hive. It does so much for them. It's very abundant. And so, you know, when we talk about this vision, we're going to hold this vision, and we're going to forgive ourselves. And then what that means is that we're going to then get the sweet rewards. And that's amazing. So make sure to remember that the bee spirit is here to tell you that work together with the people in your life, hold your vision, forgive whomever you need to forgive, and you'll get there. You're going to get what you want. No doubt about it. So that's really hopeful. That's really hopeful. This is going to be a good week, I think. I think it's going to be really important with the Magician energy and the Queen of Pentacles energy about how to connect into Earth and stay focused, right? All right, so lastly, let's go ahead and do, so one last, I love this deck, to just find out how can we give ourselves love this week? What's the focus for love for you? What can you focus on to give yourself some love. All right, it says spontaneity. So maybe allow yourself to be spontaneous this week. That can be really fun, especially amidst this pandemic, because we have not been able to be very spontaneous in this pandemic. It is very difficult to get out in the world. And it says you move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. So get out there, do something spontaneous, allow yourself some freedom this week. That will help you, I think, in your self-love. Okay? All right, so I hope you liked this reading. Please let me know what you think and how your week goes. I'd love to hear how it resonates. And, fluorite too, I just want to point out, this stone really connects to our throat chakra, and that's going to be about speaking your mind, speaking your truth, maybe even to our third eye, which is going to be about seeing the big picture, and all that stuff relates to. And I think that that's really important because this was the stone you were attracted to. And fluorite is a really good stone for healing emotional stuff. It's really good to put between you and any electronics for that struggle that we have with electronics. I can't remember what happens, but anyway, so yeah, that's a good one to have. But let me know what you think. I am on Instagram. Love for you to come over there and hang out with me. I do daily readings, and subscribe. That'd be amazing to support me. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Can't wait to hear how your week goes. Okay, take care. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started for the Labradorite group. Look how pretty this is when it shimmers. I love Labradorite. It's one of my favorite stones. It's cool you picked it. Labradorite is a really good stone for protection, for energy protection, for psychic protection. It's a good heart stone to connect to our hearts. It's a good one. Okay, so let's go ahead and ask the tarot what your week is going to be like. We just want to know. What are you going to go through this week? What are you going to deal with? All right, let's find out. What is this week going to be like for you? What is this week going to be like for you? I'm going to shuffle one more time. Okay, and then we'll cut. Okay, so we're going to pull 3 cards. Okay, we've got all court cards here. Okay, so we're going to start with the Knight of Cups, and it was reversed, and this card is really talking about this energy of this knight is all about full-heartedly going into love. This guy here is all about love. He takes action on love. It is his main thing. If you see here, he's even got some flowers for you. And so what this is really talking about for your week is this week, it might be a little hard to express your love. It seems like this week is going to be a little bit more difficult in showing up as this guy, right? And of course, women can do this too. But being able to express our love for others and take time to be with our loved ones, that might be a little bit more challenging this week. And, when we talk about love in the tarot, I think it's also self-love. I always come back to that. So this might be hard to kind of show yourself some love this week. And the next one we've got here is the Page of Cups. And this is also about love. All of our cards are cups. How interesting. Okay, but this one was also reversed. And so this one here he is just daydreaming. He's in his head. He's daydreaming about love. He is really wishing for love. And so our thoughts are going to get caught up this week. We're going to have trouble expressing ourselves. We're going to be wishing and daydreaming and kind of stuck in what that might look like, really feeling negative about it, kind of like when pigs fly kind of thing is when I'll be able to get what I want. So not feeling so good this week, I think, about love and loving relationships. But then looks like we're ending here with the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is all about nurturing through love and giving love to others and ourselves. And so it looks like this is going to be kind of a progress here. We're going to start with not really feeling like we can express it, really in our heads about not having the love we think we should have, really feeling negative about it, but then we're going to surrender, and we're going to be able to connect in to ourselves. We're going to ground, and we're going to be able to focus on managing our emotions and connect in to what we really want and need and desire, if that makes sense, and what we can do. And that's interesting because the stone we picked here is about the the heart chakra. And this is what this is. It's all heart related stuff here. Okay, so let's go ahead and ask this deck, what is it that we can focus on? Because I know we're always looking to have a good week. So what can we focus on this week? What can we do to have a good week? What can we focus on? What can we do to have a good week? All right, we've got here, the end of a tough cycle approaches. That's awesome. And that is kind of indicative of our progress of these cards, right? Because we start out with not being able to express ourselves, getting in our heads, not feeling positive, but then we're surrendering. I mean, look at this woman. She's got her hands up. She's looking up to the sky. She's surrendering to what is and what she needs. And so this card is saying that focus on the fact that the end of the cycle, it's coming. We can let go. We can be okay. All right, let's talk to the angels. So angels, what is it that we need to know? Uh-oh. So one card fell here in my lap. And then that shuffle was terrible. So I'm going to go with that is the card that we are supposed to get because it jumped out at us. It's the fresh air card. And this says your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. So nature's going to be really useful in healing from this difficult cycle you've been in and being able to find this love again. Love for yourself, love for whomever else is in your life, and bringing love into your life. So nature's going to be super important. So allow yourself to go out into nature. Like it said, even open your windows and your curtains. We want fresh air. We got to go home. And when I say that, it's because, on the other side, it's nature. That's why we feel so at home in the woods and out in nature. So it's really important. All right, let's talk to the animals now. Let's find out from the animals what it is that you need to know about your week. What do you need to know about your week? What do you need to know about your week? Okay, it's the seahorse spirit, which says watch and wait. So patience. Patience is really important here. And I also think seahorses have, that reputation, right? The men are the ones that carry the baby. And I'm saying that right now because it's coming up for me as a way to surrender to letting go of expectations, which is what this card is getting in our way, right? We're getting in our way here. And let that go. Let go of expectations and be patient and find that patience inside. So it's really important from the seahorse. That's awesome. Okay, and then lastly, we're going to ask this deck here, what self-love can you focus on this week? What self-love can you focus on this week? What can you do this week to feel more self-love? Okay, we'll go ahead and cut it. And it says self-love. Okay, that's so funny when that happens. It says you realize that love of self is necessary to love another. So focus on it. Make it your mission this week. Obsess over it. Self-love, self-love, self-love. That is the key here, right? If we pull these other cards up and look at our tarot cards again, this is what this is about. It's all about love. So not being very nice to ourselves. Turn it around. We're going to express our love. Get out of your head and those expectations of what love is supposed to look like. And then surrender. So by doing all these things, we're surrendering to it and we're giving ourselves love. Okay, well, let me know how this week goes. I'm so curious how this resonates. I'd love to hear. If it helps, please like and subscribe if you got value out of this. And check me out on Instagram. I'd love for you to hang out with me over there. I do daily readings, and I'd love just to meet you. So let me know what I can do to help. And I can't wait to have you here next time. Okay, take care. Okay, welcome back. This is for the Selenite group. All right, so let's go ahead and ask the tarot what it is that you need to know about your week. One thing to say about this crystal is that it's a really good crystal for healing, any kind of healing, cleansing your chakras, healing anything that you need to be healed from. It's also a good one to call in angels. It's just a very high vibration stone. So that's cool. Let's see what your week has in store, and you might need some of that healing this week. So let's see. Let's just go ahead and check it out. So let's see what the tarot says first. So what is it that you need to know this week that's coming up? Just what do you need to know about your week? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop there and do a cut. We're going to pull 3 cards. Ah, nice. All right, looks like we might have a little bit of struggle there, but at the beginning here, this first card is the 9 of Pentacles. This card is all about loving yourself and recognizing your abundance and looking around and seeing abundance in everyday things and being so connected to your environment and to your abundance, like I said. So having gratitude, it's just really positive. This is one of the best cards in the deck. It's one of my favorite cards, and it's really balanced, and there's a lot of harmony here and a lot of light. And so that's really positive for your week. The next card we've got here is the King of Cups, which is another really good one. The King of Cups is really leading through emotional management. So being a leader in your life, you know, and managing your emotions in a really positive, grounded, spiritual way. So you check this guy out. Looks like he's kind of near water. He's on the beach maybe, and he's got one of those meditation bowls. He looks like he's just super connected into earth, but also connected into himself. He gets it. He understands his passions and his thoughts and his emotions, and he's grounded into his abundance, connecting into what he knows he needs and how to manage when stuff doesn't go the way he wants. And so it sounds like this week you're going to get some of that. That's going to be really helpful to you. And then I think here's where the healing is going to come in. So we've got the 5 of Swords, and this card is really referring to how difficult our thoughts can be. So you notice this guy, he's got these crows around him, and he's kind of holding his head. It looks like he's got maybe an alter ego over here who was successful at something, and he does not feel that way. It was reversed, and this is going to be an internal battle this week. So there's something in your life that you're not going to feel super successful at. Your brain isn't going to stop chattering on about why you failed, and that's where this healing is going to come in, okay? And to turn this upright, to let these crows go, to let this suffering go, is going to be about grounding, coming back to this guy, okay? So we have the tools. We've got the makings this week. It's just going to be about making sure we follow through, okay? It's really important. And this card is also, with this green color, the balance and harmony. We got to get balanced. So you need to do what you need to do. Like this guy, he's so balanced and harmonized. That's what this is lacking, okay? All right, let's go ahead and ask this next deck. So I want to know, what can you focus on this week to have a good week? What can you focus on this week to have a good week? All right, we've got, it says you're very close to achieving your goal. And so this is talking about this here. So you're very close to achieving your goal. And right here, you're feeling kind of like a failure about it. But this one is trying to remind you that you're almost there. It's okay, you're almost there. So relax, chill out, come back to this state, and have faith. Have faith. Isn't this such a pretty picture? It makes me wish that I was in the woods looking up at the moon like that. I love these cards. Oh, all right, so all this beautiful color here is very balanced. It's very much about your emotional state, right? That blue is about balancing your emotions, talking to people you trust, and remember that you're almost there. So this is a good time to do some progress monitoring. So that means going back over your records, looking at how far you've come, really tuning in and reflecting, where are you at now? How different are things, right? Okay, cool. Let's ask the angels. Oops, I put that card back. That card doesn't need to go back. Okay, let's ask the angels now. So angels, what do the Selenite group, what does the Selenite group need to know about their week? What does the Selenite group need to know about their week? Okay, so the card we have now says, what do you desire? And so this is going to be about really focusing in, reflecting on what it is that you want. What is it that you want? Do you even really want these goals to come through or come true or work on them? Let's see, it says you now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. So clearing up some thoughts might be really important, and that could be kind of maybe why this feels the way it does. We want to get really clear on what we want, and that's how we really achieve our goals. Okay, so really focusing in, reflecting on what we're going for. This card just kind of embodies that, right? This guy knows what he wants. He is in it. He's grounded. He gets it. So it's really important. Okay, so let's go ahead and ask the animals what you need to know about your week. What is it that you need to know about your week? What other insight can you give us? Okay, so go ahead and cut it. And we've got this snake spirit. And this one is really talking about allowing yourself to slow down and time to heal. So slow down. It's time to heal. It's time to coil up, get into your comfortable space. Let yourself rest and heal. That could just be really helpful this week. One thing I did want to point out is we do have a pattern here. We've got 3 5s and a 9. Okay, so 5s are going to be all about change and challenges a little bit. Not necessarily in a bad way, but change is coming. Change is coming. And that is really important to recognize with this reading so far today. Okay, and then lastly, let's go ahead and find out from this deck what you can do to focus on your self-love. So anything you can do this week to just make it better, make your self-love more stable, more foundational, more present in your life. Okay, and the card we've got today is kindness. So it says, you are a humanitarian made of love. You're able to share that energy with others. So just remember how kindness goes a long way towards ourselves, towards others, towards the world, towards politics, towards anything we don't like. Just have some kind thoughts towards everything. Okay, well, I hope you have a really good week. Looks like it's going to be a very interesting week. Some life lessons are always happening, seems like, in 2020, right? I'd love to hear how it goes. Please let me know in the comments below. That'd be awesome. Like and subscribe if you got value out of this. And come hang out with me on Instagram. I do daily readings, and I'd love to hear your feedback. So, hope you're having a good day today, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.